Hey everyone, Aparna here. Today I'm jumping straight into the video. I was recording this mountain painting, and nowadays I just click on the record button and I just record everything I'm doing. And I wasn't sure I'm going to post this, but I did it anyway because I really enjoyed the process. And I was thinking when I was recording this, I actually started talking, and I definitely prefer talking and painting together because I feel the emotions are true, the emotions are honest, and you can really sense the change in tone and the feel from inside. It's very easy to show up when you're doing art along with talking. But what happened was I started painting this. I'm painting a mountain here, and if you have been visiting my channel, you will know that mountains are a difficult topic for me. It's out of my comfort zone, but it is also a topic, it's also a subject that I would love to learn. And I did start practicing it because I had a trip to Switzerland in the month of March, and I wanted to get better at drawing mountains so that I could paint when I was traveling for my vacation. That didn't really go down as planned. I did try to paint mountains there. Didn't turn out to be good because I didn't really get time to practice. That was a mismanagement of time on my part. So can't exactly blame on anything out here other than myself. I didn't quite practice on time, and I didn't practice enough. And however, I persevered through it. I did try my best to draw a couple of mountains before going and a couple of mountains while I was traveling. Of course, it was weird. They didn't exactly look like mountains much, but I'm okay with that. I was mesmerized by the beauty of that place, and I enjoyed every bit of it, even if I wasn't really able to paint as much as I wanted to. But once I came back, I just went for it. I loved the texture of this paper. I loved the way the brush was working on this paper when I was practicing for the mountains. And I knew instantly that I could make this work for me. I just needed to persevere through it. I just needed to show up regularly, and I did it. I did it. When I was painting this one, I didn't realize that when I stopped talking, when I was making the video, I did start with talking, and I just like I just stopped talking. I just zoned out completely. And I was so enjoying the process of painting and seeing what was coming up here, because mountains, as I said, is a hard topic and for me, and it's definitely out of my comfort zone. But this one really made me so happy, and I could see that even if the mountains here are not perfect, I could see an opportunity of growth here. I could see that I am improving. I can just see myself painting more and more mountains, and someday I would definitely paint uh, mountains with acrylics. That's my favorite medium, but I'm not sure why I haven't managed to really paint these kind of mountains with acrylics. So what I have also realized is that in my journey, in my art journey, the more I paint, the more I get to know the materials that I'm using, and I will definitely give credit to the brush that I'm using and the paper that I'm using for getting the mountains that I'm getting right now, because this paper is a cotton rag paper. It has a very rough texture to it, and I believe the way the brush is moving on the paper, it is actually helping me create those lights and shadows, those rocks and areas of snow. So basically, the light colors and the darker colors on the paper. And it sort of made me realize that, when you are approaching um, in your approaching a certain subject, a lot of things go into it. It's just not one particular brush or not one particular paper, but the more you do, the more artwork you do, the more you get to know your papers. And many a times I have felt that we all feel that no, can't do it anymore, we give up, it's not possible for me to do it anymore, I've tried it for such a long time. We do get into that mindset that it's not possible. However, in my journey, what I have noticed is that yes, sometimes certain things really don't sit together. They really don't want to weld together. They don't want to be together. Some brushes, some papers, some canvases, some colors, they don't gel together. And that is the reason why it's important in your art journey, that you explore as and when you can, because sometimes it two different products, two different brushes, maybe colors, can actually create what you have been thinking that is not possible for you anymore. That is exactly what happened with me when I was creating these mountains. I never used this brush before. I used it once. I did not like it. I didn't like the way the brush was not bouncing back when I was pushing it on the paper. And I also never really tried a rough surface cotton rag paper before. And I believe it's not a rocket science really. What must have happened is the way the brush is behaving on the paper is it's basically catching on the rough surface of the paper. The sort of the dents, the crevices on the paper are left white because the brush is not able to reach those places. As a result, I am getting those darks and the whites. The whites for me are the snow on the mountains, and the darker ones are either the shadows or the rocks. And there you have it, got it done. And and this is what makes me feel that the more you know your materials, the better you get at it, and the more you explore, you will understand the joy of creating. And I think I didn't finish what I was telling you a couple of minutes ago, that when I was recording this video, I started talking. I said, like, the normal way of introducing myself. I started talking, and I didn't quite realize that in the middle of the painting, I actually stopped talking. I zoned out completely. There was no audiobook going on in the background. There was no music. That's also something new for me, because I don't do it like that. I always have something playing on the background. But because I had planned to record this video and give you my experiences and share my feelings and experiences with you, I of course didn't have the audio on. But I didn't quite realize when I stopped talking, because I felt I was transported back to Switzerland. I was uh, back in those wilderness, Grindelwald. I don't know why, I just love that place. And those were the mountains that got my attention. And I just realized, that you cannot really copy nature. So you have to represent nature in your own ways, through your colors, through your feelings. And it doesn't have to be the same as what you see in front of you, because that's very intimidating. But you just have a wonderful time. So I was having such a wonderful time when I was painting this, because I also was realizing that I am getting there. I know this mountain is not perfect, and by this time that you see me paint here, this is a real time painting. So this is not a fast forward painting. I did not do a time lapse here, so I can't even believe that I finished this painting in 15 minutes, for that matter, 15 minutes and I think around 30 seconds. So that itself was uh, such a wonderful thing for me, and I just went on with it. I do wish I had stopped here. As you can see, I did stop here and I was supposed to end it, but now that you see me pick up the brush, it was probably because I my mobile somehow switched off, and thankfully it recorded the entire video, and I realized that I still wanted to do a bit more. I'm not sure if this is the place or it is a little bit more later in the video, but something like that happened. I do wish at this point I would have stopped, but I didn't. I just went on with it. So it does look little muddy, it does look little off, but believe me when I say I absolutely loved it, because I've never made a mountain like this before, and my mountains never quite felt they were mountains, and they look more like something. I don't even know how to express that. So there were something mountain like, but strange mountain like things, and I so enjoyed this one. And I was totally in the mood. And what happened was, once I finished this one, I actually ended up making another mountain painting on the right side of this sketchbook, and that one I'm going to show that one as well. And that one I did in 8 minutes, or I think it was around 9 minutes there. And it was this is the place where I think I just had planned to stop it, but I think I started all over again. And yes, as you can see, I picked up my brush and I started all over again. I really wish I hadn't done it, but I don't really regret as bad. It's okay. I thought it could be better. I tried, and I'm proud of myself for doing that. And you guys should do the same. Pick up your art supplies, play around with them, and make beautiful memories. You will see that if you have any reference picture of a particular place you have been, and you're trying to use that as your reference picture, it might actually make you zone out, like it happened with me, and you will just feel the joy of painting where you have been. And I do hope it happens to you. And get to know your art supplies, have a fantastic time, learn to enjoy the process like I do. I really do enjoy the process. And I do hope that this video inspires you to create your own stuff, and create your own memories, and have a fantastic time. And I think I didn't finish it. I will be posting another video when I'll be painting the right side of this artwork. And you will see that one was even better than this one, anyway, as per my opinion. So really happy that I did this, and I hope I inspired you to get on with your work as well. So, if you have liked this video, then please do like, share, subscribe, and until next time, stay happy, stay creative, and take out your art supplies and have a brilliant time with it. And enjoy your journey absolutely thoroughly, and try to date your artworks. Believe me, it feels amazing when you look back. Bye.